I'm not really sure if I should say I'm disappointed with this figure of Kurumi. Hi and welcome back to the channel. I'm Steven. Today with a mini price figure review. This time around, another Taito desktop cute figure. Tokisaki Kurumi bunny version from Dead Alive, and Marin Kitagawa is here for the sake of comparison. This is also a desktop cute figure. So as you can see, the size difference is massive. This is like comparing a 1.8 to a 1.7 scale. Yeah, I estimate this Kurumi figure to be anywhere between 1.7 to 1.8. I think closer to 1.7 considering that she is kneeling on the floor. Meanwhile, this is what a bi-cute bunny figure is like in terms of size. This is my favorite actually. And I actually like this more than, yeah, Taito T-Most, which is even bigger. I mean, if we compare it, Taito T-Most is 1/6 scale at this point. But as we can see, desktop cute is not really the best value in Taito's lineup, and I'm not even sure why it even exists. Maybe it is created for people who does not have much display space, or they want something tiny on their work desk. Then maybe you look at the desktop cute series. That is the only reason I can think of, because we have at least 2 product lines over here which are way superior, even though they are not that much more expensive. And we also have the AMP Plus, yeah, which is the best, but in terms of size, not really that big. The reason why I bought this Kurumi figure over here, well, she is supposed to be a part of my March figure haul video, but I'm jumping the gun over here publishing the review ahead, where the figure haul video, I'm still doing the edits, but you can expect that video to drop before the end of the month. So you are going to see me unbox that Kurumi figure later on in the figure haul video, which is my next upload. Really badly smashed up. You see the box is badly dented, and I suspect that she took a bigger hit than what this box really suggested, because this is what the blister looks like straight out of the box, which you'll get to see in my figure haul video later. Completely squashed. And this is possibly related to the customs office incident that I made a video of not too long ago, where there is a problem with our customs department for anything air freight related. And there was massive delay when it comes to parcels coming in from China, and mine was affected as well. And when the customs rush through their parcel inspection, you can expect how badly the boxes are going to be treated. I guess that Kurumi is a victim of that, but the figure turned out okay. And fortunately, it was only Kurumi affected. My other figures, not so much. Yeah. So back to Kurumi over here. Why did I even buy this figure? Well, 3 major reasons. The first one is that the price is 6.9 over in Taobao. I like 6.9 a lot. Well, it is so cheap that I would just throw her into my shopping cart and then ship her with my other scale figures, and the shipping cost would be very negligible. 69 Chinese yuan is, that's less than 15 US dollars, right? Way less than that. That's closer to 10, 12 US dollars. So that is like pocket change money. Why not just get one and see what it is like? I wanted to compare it to this Marin Kitagawa as well. And then the next reason is that I am collecting a bunch of bunny girl figures because I want to do comparisons later on. Like, what's the difference between all these figures? Like, they are all bunny figures, they appear similar, so what are you getting when you pay more? Yeah, I'm planning for a video like that, and for that to happen, I need multiple bunny scale figures at different price points. Still some ways to go. I need to buy more. And yeah, it is Kurumi. That's the third reason. Everyone loves Kurumi. Now, moving on to the sculpting of this figure, well, this feels pretty mid. If I have to be honest over here, the sculpting is totally textbook price figure, where I'm starting to see this pattern where Taito is focusing on getting the face of their price figures right, and everything else is cost cutting as much as possible. That is actually not the wrong move, because once you ruin the face of the figure, it is game over. Nobody is gonna buy a figure with an ugly face, right? So getting the face done right first is the correct move, and in that sense, this Kurumi, I don't have any problem with the face at all. She looks exactly like Tokisaki Kurumi. It is when you set aside her face over here and compare this figure to every other price figure out there, including Taito's very own from other product lines. This is where this figure feels really mid. Like, it is not too different from a Sega price. Yeah, sculpting is very average. We have very obvious mold lines all over the figure. On her arms, exactly in the middle. On her legs as well, exactly in the middle as well. And the garter belt, yeah, they look pretty horrible, if I have to be honest. So in the end, you get what you pay for. Even Bear Panda's $30 figures, yeah, 8,000 yen figures are going to be way better than this. Moving on to the paint work, it feels very minimal to me. Like when I run my fingers across the surface of this figure, both the skin areas and also the red color parts, the bunny suit, the ears, the high heels over here, they don't seem to be painted to me. They seem to be color injection molded. Which is to say, when you pour liquid material into a cast, they injected the color into the material, and after the parts solidify, they take them out, they are already in this color with this really shiny, smooth finish on the surface. They don't have to do anything anymore. So with that method alone, they save a lot on the manufacturing cost. That is the only way I can think of where they can sell something like this for 10 or 12 bucks, right? And it is a clever way to keep the cost down on low cost figures like this. The only parts that were actually painted was the hair and maybe the grey color stockings, the black color parts over here. And even the paintwork is not perfect either, especially on the hair at the back of the figure. You can see imperfections all over the place. I'm not really sure if I should say I'm disappointed with this figure of Kurumi, because the main reason, the main root of disappointment is high expectations. The higher expectation you have on something, when they don't come out right, the more disappointed you are. That is how life works. And the reason why my expectations were kind of high was because of, these two figures over here, obviously. Oh, my bad, this is by Furio. I always confuse Furio with Taito. Buy Cute Bunny is by Furio, right? So if you want Bunny figures, I think Furio is doing a better job over here. Meanwhile, for Taito, you go for the T-Most series, really big figures, 1/6 scale, or you buy the AMP Plus, which is amazing. I reviewed the Marin Kitagawa. And as for Desktop Buy Cute, this is a little bit hard to recommend. Yes, if you can find one for $10 or $12, by all means go ahead if you like the character enough. But you know what? Sometimes less is more, and I don't really recommend people to focus on the size of the collection in terms of the sheer number of the figures they have. Maybe pull up that budget, allocate a bigger budget on better figures, right? There's no point having 100 figures if all of them look like cheap crap. Not to say that this Kurumi figure is cheap crap, but this is cutting it pretty close. Like, I did not even mention anything about the base because this figure does not come with one. And unfortunately, Taito made another error over here where this figure is not sitting flat on the table. It is rocking back and forth because the leg is slightly deformed. So Taito really missed the mark a little bit with this Kurumi figure, even though it is not their best figure product line, not AMP Plus, not T-Most, but I know that they can do better than this. That's what I'm saying over here. And if there is a silver lining, at least this is bigger and better than this tiny Marin Kitagawa over here, which really disappointed me. And I guess that is about it with today's figure review. Do you have this figure of Kurumi? Let me know down in the comments below. Like I said, I picked one up because it cost next to nothing for me and I need her in a future video. So until then, if you found this review helpful or informative, please give it a like, subscribe to this channel for more anime figure content every week. And until then, I'll see you guys again soon. Goodbye.